my name is Afryka Unyque. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So today we're going to talk about what I did to manifest my husband. So I was a little young girl, about 20. Yep, about 20 years old. And I was ready to have me a husband and be married. Now I know nowadays that's not kosher. That ain't what you do. They want, have your career and all that stuff first. But I was just always family oriented, and I was ready to be married and have a husband. So I was at church, and the lesson was being taught on, how to prepare for your eternal companion, or what do you need to do to get that or whatever. So as the lesson was being taught, the teacher says, pull out a notebook and a piece of paper. So I pulled out my journal, and she said, I'm going to give you a few minutes, and I want you to sit here, and I want you to reflect on 10 things that you want in your companion. And I want you to write those 10 things down. So I was like, okay, boom, right? So I'm writing my things down. Okay, you got to have some of this, a whole lot of that. And this is a must, right? I'm going, I'm writing. And so then after we finished, after our time was up, we did not share it publicly. It was personal, like basically between you and God. This is what you're putting out there, right? And she said, I want you to pray about it. Pray about your list. And then she said, now I want you to take a few minutes and think about what kind of woman that man that you just wrote about in your book, what kind of woman does he want? I was like, hold on, this ain't about him. This is what I don't want to be thinking about this is about me, right? No, no, it's not how it works. So I was like, dang. And it was then that I realized, shoot, I gotta qualify for this man. You know what I'm saying? I can't just wake up and just be like, this is what I want, and then don't think he gonna have expectations. He probably got a list too. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang. So then I started to reflect on that and think about that a lot. What kind of woman does he want? And long story short, 2 years later, 22 years old, I met him, dated, and married him in 5 months. Excuse me. Yep, 5 months. Then one day I was going through my old journals and everything, just looking at my growth, right? That's one reason why journaling is important. And I'm looking at my growth, and I stumbled upon that page. I had forgotten about it. And as I read through that page, I realized that all 10 of the things that I asked for, the things that I wanted, the things that I requested from God in a man, I got. All 10 of them. All 10 of them. Now, had I known it was going to work like that, then I probably would have asked, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Love you, babe. Anyway. I got all 10 of them. And it was that moment of realization. I didn't know the word manifestation, and I didn't know that. But it was in that moment that I realized, wow, the power that it has of, number one, identifying exactly what you want. Writing it down, praying about it. This was a personal desire between me and God. And then fourth, I qualified myself for it. I qualified myself for it. And then I got it. Now, these principles apply to anything you're manifesting. Because manifesting is more than just wishing, hoping, believing. It's way more than that. You have got to qualify yourself for it. So, this I have to say to you. If there is anything that you are trying to manifest, whether it be a spouse, something material, something spiritual, first of all, include God. Include God. Humble yourself. And another thing, I got to say this too. Now, took 2 years for the man that God was preparing for me to come to pass. And let me back up a little bit. So, when I was writing this letter back in 1998, asking the Lord for the man that I wanted, my husband, who I had not met and knew nothing about, was being prepared for me. My husband was praying for a woman too, okay? And guess what? One of the things that was on my list was I wanted a return missionary, meaning a man who has taken a portion of his life and dedicated it 100% to spreading the word and preaching the gospel. And I wanted him to serve that mission through my church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. 1998, in December, he leaves and goes on a mission in South Africa. So at the time that I wrote the 10 things that I wanted, my man did not exist, because that was one of the things on my list. So just as I had to prepare for him, the Lord was preparing him for me. So this is why you have to be patient. Some of y'all are not patient. You got to be patient. You have to be willing to let the Lord work some things out for you. And I got some other blessings I'll tell you at another time that took years to come through. 21 years, one of them. I'll tell y'all that another time. So anyway, let's stay focused here. So that's all I got to say to y'all. Just be patient when you are manifesting. Include God in it. Write it down, pray on it, and have faith that it will come to pass, but in the Lord's timing. Because when you start trying to force things to work for you, you wind up in a mess. You wind up in a mess. I've been in plenty of them because I was trying to force it. And whenever I finally let go, that's when the Lord worked it all out in my favor in ways that I couldn't even imagine. Boy, I got some stories to tell y'all. I need to go and subscribe. Listen, I have stories, okay? So anyway, that is how I manifested my husband. We've been together since 2001, and we love each other. And God is good all the time. Go ahead and like this video. Comment down below, what have you manifested in life and it has came into fruition for you? What did you do? What steps did you take? What worked out in your favor? Have you ever tried manifesting anything? You write it down. I'm telling you, write it down. All right, y'all take care now, and I will see you next time. Today's lip color is Purple Rain. If you like this color, you can click the link in the description box to purchase it or send me an email. Thank you again.